topic. So this was an interesting one I found from Law and Crime, and shout out to Jesse Weber and the team over at Law and Crime. I will leave a link to the full video here about a YouTuber who got locked up for trying to run down a cop. What? This is one of the weirdest stories I've heard of. We're going to play the video and I want to get y'all's thoughts on this. Check it out.
And we're back with a major update to a story that we have been following here on Sidebar. And it involves YouTube lifestyle and luxury real estate star Eric Conover, who has nearly 3 million subscribers. And by the way, you may watch his videos. You may know him from his glamorous tours of multi-million-dollar mansions and vlogs. But his story took a turn. Yeah, it took a very dark and violent turn, to be more specific. This happened back in March when prosecutors claim he led New Hampshire police on a wild, dangerous, multi-mile chase after being spotted speeding. And it's alleged that during that chase, he intentionally plowed into a Bartlett police officer who was thrown 40 feet and then led police on another pursuit. Now, at first Conover was charged with attempted murder, among other felonies. In court, he made explosive claims, vowing to eviscerate anyone who questioned his mental competency. And actually, with that in mind, the case became a battle over his mental state. His defense claiming that he suffered from this severe bipolar manic episode at the time this all happened. The prosecution, the state, alleged that he was plotting to use that as a legal strategy and was kind of making it up. And that high-stakes legal battle has now reached a sudden and dramatic conclusion. Why? Because Eric Conover appeared in court, and this time, his tone was completely different than what we heard before.
I know it's a difficult situation for everyone present that day, and I deeply regret my actions.
That is a stunning shift. The YouTuber, who once vowed to fight these charges, claiming police lied on paperwork, that this was a sting against him, he now stood before a judge and changed the course of his case forever. To understand why what happened in court is so significant, and what, by the way, we can expect his life to look like now, I mean, how many years in prison is he going to get? We have to really understand the full story of this case, because honestly, at times, it's stranger than fiction. You have Eric Conover, 36 years old, big presence on YouTube, star, nearly 3 million subscribers. His whole channel is about luxury. He tours these insane multi-million-dollar mansions. He makes lifestyle videos about living in expensive cities. His whole brand is about glamour and aspiration. And it was that brand that was shattered on March 15th of this year in rural New Hampshire when, according to police, Conover was spotted speeding in his Jeep going 55 and a 35. When officers tried to pull him over, he took off, leading them first on an 8-mile chase. Now, authorities say he eventually stopped, and that is when Bartlett police officer Cameron Emmett approached the vehicle on foot. And prosecutors claim that Conover then intentionally drove into Officer Emmett, rolled up on the hood. Police reports say the officer was thrown 40 feet, suffered significant injuries. Thankfully, he's alive. But instead of stopping, Conover took off again, leading police on a second 28-mile chase. At one point, witnesses said he was pumping his fist in the air through the sunroof. Now, police were finally